I'm joining Nick Paddock to hear a bit more about the Cliffy Miller runners on Friday. The yard get underway in race 3 with 2 runners, Bethel and Clap of Thunder. Now, Bethel absolutely ate up the ground in his last. You don't often see a finishing time of 400 to the line in 21 flat. That was really impressive. Clap of Thunder didn't disgrace himself either.
Yeah, Clap, he's picked up his form out the maidens. I was quite surprised. I thought we were going down a bit of a steep hill, but he's picked it up. He's just not his he's his own worst enemy in racing. He tends to hang and do all that silly kind of stuff. And we've slapped a pair of small scoops on him just to help him along, just to try and stay straight. He's never far off. Expect another type of effort. It's a very competitive race, but he's got the draw, especially when we go to if we go to Polly, but when we go to Polly. Yeah. But he's got the draw on his side, and he'll be right there, hold his position. And I think he'll be a nice horse to throw into quartets. Bessel, top run last time. I think he's a jockey's dream. He's won from the front. He comes from off them. You can put him just about wherever you want to, and he seems to now have grown an affinity for the Polly, which is a good sign. Always, like we say, we put him in the box of being a sprinting grass horse, but now he seems to love that Polly straight. 21 flat was a top finishing time. I didn't really give him much of a hope with that kind of draw last time, and he really proved me wrong. Top run, and I think he'll be right there. He's probably the better of the two. If I had to stick my neck out, and he'll be right there. I expect a big run.
Another 2 runners in race 4 and another flying finisher in one of them, Zigzag, another horse that ate up the ground late, and he ran a great race against Stronger out at the weights as well. He'll be joined by Irish Rain, who's up in class, but he's in steady form.
Yeah, Irish again, he's 2-2. I think it was a touch too far for him, considering he just wants to tug the whole way. Second and off, the layoff as well was a little bit, 2-2 was a bit of a steep hill. We probably would have liked another race, but we couldn't with the ratings. But he's his peak run. He's working phenomenally well. He's in a very good headspace. He's good in the manger. He's a lovely type of horse. Again, I think another quartet kind of shot in this race. Zigzag, top run and last run to grazing in the grass. It puts him, I think he's well into the hundreds on that. But obviously he couldn't get a penalty. So he's extremely well in here. Drops in division. He'll be the horse to beat there.
And finishing for the yard in race 8 will be newcomer Maserati Raw. He joins us here in picture. Lovely big fellow. And Nick, definitely a horse of interest, relocating with some very useful KZN form. Yeah,
very, very nice horse. He shows some serious work at him. I would have liked to have just gotten the grass gallop into him, to be. He's not 110% ready. He's probably about 80, around about there, or 75. I would have liked that grass gallop just to bring him along into this race, but he's doing so well at home. He's in a really good space. He's lovely brightness of the eye, good in the manger. That's the main thing when they relocate. Again, very competitive field, but I think he's going to be the horse. If he brings his work, he'll be right on top of them, and I think he'll be right there. And just a word on Jacques Torre, if he does get in, include him in all your exotics.
He's the reserve, so he'll have to take his chances. But all in all, it looks to be a very, very eye-catching card that the yard will send out.